All right, limited edition is ready to release, and we're gonna refresh this because it's still making some good cash, but we do not have a whole lot of theaters of space available. So we're gonna rent, let's say 520 screenings. Let's do 600 screenings. Yeah, it's only a 24% occupancy here. I think let's do 482 screenings of 3, whatever. Yeah, we'll do about like this. Oh, not there. We do this one here, yeah. Holy moly, I just had a massive sneeze. Whoa. Oh man, I had to cut the video there. Okay, let's do that. Just little bits, you know, just pay for a little bit of rental space. We'll be good. Hello, limited edition. Remember, this is the movie that our police friend composed, and it's a 7, right? This is his debut as a composer here, and it's a 7 artistic score, so that's pretty neat. Let's see how it does in the box office. Oh boy, I've been trying to cry less often, but in this case there was nothing I could do. It was simply the perfect pairing of image and sound. Now we get plus 60 GP with him. We're basically protected from police raids forever. So, nice. Walter, you just keep failing me. I'm going to have you finish. And this time I'm going to have you make a movie. Except I still have to extend Giddy Up Beach. I think for Giddy Up Beach, we can extend it to be 1,400. Yeah, that's actually probably the right amount. And then we could just maybe do like, I don't know, say 400 screenings here. This is full. Yeah, we'll just leave all these things full the way they are because it's not costing me anything. Yeah, so we're gonna pay for the second week, but that's it. Everything else though, we'll just keep running. You're done, so we can send you to the archive. And the actor, we want to refresh his contract. I don't think I'm gonna get to Portal today. This video is it's taking a bit, isn't it? Do you guys want to just skip ahead? I do. I just want to skip you ahead to Portal. Why don't I do that? We'll skip you ahead to Portal being done and edited and ready to go, and we'll see how many copies we'll sell. And although it's possible that the award shows and stuff happen before that, I think they probably will, because Portal's going to take another 30 days to edit, and then the distribution, printing and stuff's going to take 40. I'm going to want to release it around Valentine's Day, so it's not going to win the awards until the following year anyway. Shucks. I'm good with you. I don't need you here. Yeah, you're 5.0. I think anyone who's 5.0 is just, I'm going to keep you forever, you know? Unless you're locked. If you're locked in skill, then I'm not going to keep you forever, but because you might get star power, you know, you might get something from it, and I think that's worth it, the risk. I want to see you guys get famous. I want to see someone who doesn't already have a popcorn next to their name get a popcorn next to their name because of a movie that they're in that we made. Like, that's what I would really like to see. Something for Richard is done. And now we need to go to production or post-production with this. Yeah, I think what you're going to see is the results of Portal will be next video. It's just the way it's going to be. There's a lot of stuff going on, and Portal is just not done yet. There's still 2 more weeks left in the shoot. And then, so it'll probably wrap up about here. I'm looking at the left edge of this. I'll just use my mouse, I guess. It'll probably wrap up right around here. And then the distribution part, or the editing part, will probably take about here. Usually takes about 30 days, right? A little over 30 days. So here. And then the printing part will take this long. And so then we're releasing at Valentine's Day. That's what we're on about. So this one, let's pull this back to about here. Actually, if I print here, it's going to kick it over a little bit further. So that's fine. And then you will end up in theaters. The tail end of you will end up in theaters at the same time as that next film, which is completely fine, because we're going to start thinning the field here. This is lots and lots of films going on here. We're going to start thinning that field a little bit in our own theaters to make room for this. So let's go down to about like that, and then we'll have you fall down to there, and then you can fall down to about there. And print. And Something for Richard is an action drama. So action drama, let's go about like that. I guess if someone's willing to do it. No? No? No. Okay, nobody's willing to do it, so we're not going to do it. That's the way it goes. Man, if somebody could do it for Portal, though, I wonder if Cleo's willing to do it. I think I've done it with Cleo before. For Release Start Canyon. Everything's going according to plan so far. Everything's very smooth for Portal. I'm just checking in on the schedule there. I think if I go down to 8-hour days for the end, then people could be just a little more comfortable, a little more happy, and have an even easier time making that a really great film. But there's only 8 days left, so that might extend the shoot a couple more days at this point. So if I go 8 hours per day now at the very end, I think what will happen, right, is it'll start falling a little bit behind schedule. The weekends were never going to happen anyway. It's just going to give it that little bit of extra oomph, you know, that little extra bit that it likes. Let's do writers get 30% faster. I want to be able to write faster for sure. And we'll bump this up. Let's say that many. Yes, I think so. And, you know, then we can maybe work on cheaper script doctor at this point too. But I want to go for 8 story elements next as well. I want to make more complicated stories. Out there. No. Okay, so out there is not going to get the script doctor effect. Now, can we make something with Cleo again, right? Because she should be available now, I think. Swan Neck is a weird title, but you know, is there anything with... Yeah, this one has a damsel in distress. Five-Eyed is bad script, though. Well, it's not a bad script. It's just not great. If damsel in distress seems to be the main character here. Out there? No, this is the soldier movie. Yeah, this is the soldier movie. Okay, I think we can make this one work then. Let's get Hubert in here. We don't have any more sound stages available. So we're going to actually hold off on it because I have to wrap up some production before I can do anything here. Protests gathered at the gates at the White House at the release of the film Bloody Sunday, sequel to the controversial hit Bloody Saturday. They demanded censorship of the theaters. The protest ended in clashes with the police. Bloody Saturday is a Western about 2 murderous deviants who kidnap and torture women in the American frontier and always get away unpunished. The chairman of the Society of Morals and Ethics, Jane Gringley, also criticized the government. As she told City Lights, this film clearly has the backing of someone in the establishment. It's their way of teaching Americans to think we can be killed, robbed, and raped, and no one will ever do anything about it. But rest assured, we will ensure that films like this are never shown in theaters again. Man, if I was a trash house, I would be worried about that. Because I would have to make that. I have to make that trash to drive my profits. And I just literally said drive by looking at the word. You ever done that before? Is it just me? You ever like have a sentence that you're going to speak in your head, but then when you see a word, it just comes out of your mouth organically, right? That's what happens just now. I said drive because I looked at it. All right, well, start production on Drive. Off you go. And Portal is not done yet. God, damn, so close, so close. Limited edition. Let's get that going. So you had 71% attendance here with 680. That's pretty damn good, man. I had very good theaters throughout here. I probably could have had more screenings. Unfortunately, that means I have to pay a lot for this particular one here. So let's go with 898 there. We already have 1400 available here, and we have a whole bunch available over here. So we'll go like 982 there and 1000 here. But we're gonna have to pay for it for this initial little bit here. I think it'll be all right. The advertising campaign, kind of want to extend it into this week because I'm paying for this week. So I'm going to extend it. It's going to be $33 extra $1,000 just to extend that, though. Am I really going to make $33 extra $1,000? I don't think so. This might be net neutral, but it's fine. I actually don't think that was a good decision. I should have just let it go without advertising, but because I'm already spending the money, but it is what it is. All right, new protests sparked by the film Bloody Sunday have broken out in Montgomery, Alabama, of all places. Dozens gathered to burn down a downtown movie theater and then started smashing the windows in nearby stores. As police fought their way through the... I'm trying to figure out in my head like how this accent for Alabama goes, and I'm not getting there. It's not happening. Sorry, I'm a Yankee. As police fought their way through the smoke-filled streets, respected Montgomery native Joe Green stepped in. A social activist known for his stance against the immorality and violence that Hollywood is breeding. Green was able to end the riots in under a minute. If we burn down this movie theater, they'll build 10 more in its place. Believe me, brothers and sisters, this is not the answer. They have felt our wrath. Now let them hear our words. Decisive but thoughtful, harsh but clear. USA Post reporter Lars Kripke, who was covering the riots, wrote that Green had the crowd practically hypnotized. Until that moment, it seemed like the riots would keep escalating until the whole of America burned. But Joe Green's speech offered hope for reconciliation. If anyone can mediate the divide between society and Hollywood, it's this man. Are we going to be able to talk to this guy in the same way that we talk to the mayor? I mean, we're not really creating the stuff that they're against. Like, we didn't create the rape films. Although I have thought about incorporating some of those elements in a drama, but like not doing it as a glorified thing. But I don't know. I don't write the script, so maybe that would do it. Just having the element in there might be enough. I don't know. He did, guys. He finally passed away at the age of 72. Rest in peace, Gabriel Witkowski. It happened. And it happened while filming this. An accident on set. I don't think he died by an accident for me, did he? All right, select a replacement and continue, lower quality film. Select a replacement and reshoot. Filming will recommence at 5%. Cancel the film or do nothing. I think select a replacement and reshoot is good. So we're going to substitute Gabriel Rutkowski in this role with Victor. Shit. Like, yeah, let's do that. That actually improves the film. It's hard to say, but that kind of improves the film. We'll end distribution on Giddy Up Beach, too, because that can go to the archive now, too. That's all done. Okay. Congress has ratified the 21st Amendment to the United States Constitution, repealing prohibition. All federal restrictions on the sale and consumption of alcohol today have been lifted. Well, how'd it do? Can I still use it as a gift? Hourglass is not that great of a script. But that was just something for my new screenwriter, Gene, here. And I'm going to go ahead and kill that. And Gene, you're going to write another one. That's fine. Right after I give this guy a new contract. I think we're just destined not to see what Portal is going to be. This whole time, like, it's been, what, we're almost an hour into this film, in this video now, probably, right? I think we're about an hour into this video. I have been just trying my best to get Portal done, but everything else gets in the way of it. And that's fine. There's a lot to do, and I like being busy. But, like, holy shit. All I want to do is let the 0 days remaining on that film happen. Director, yes, let's renew your contract. It literally says 0 days on Portal. And it has for like 4 minutes. Director, yeah, you can. I did the other guy for time, but I think I'm going to do you for movies. Here we go. All right. Now can I see how Portal turned out after production finishes? Did Cleo help the film? Please? No? Not yet? Okay. During a meeting with reporters, speakers of the House of Representatives, Marcus Risley, raised the possibility of introducing censorship in Hollywood. No decision has been made as of yet. You can simply repeal the First Amendment for one specific industry. Or sorry, we can't simply repeal the First Amendment for one specific industry. Various options are currently being discussed. Okay, so first off, lots of stuff is done here. And this, I apparently have to click this, but I can't click it. It's not clickable. I can't click any of these things. Probably because this is waiting to be prompted. The idiots And government never stopped screwing over honest businessmen. I just laid my last competitor to rest when those popinjays started letting everyone sell booze again. If the courts in this country worked fairly, and not just according to the law, then I'd be due considerable compensation. Moral compensation. I do love it when things are moral. Okay, so he's been trying to mess around with business registration. The lads and me almost fell to knives when it came to the official name. We've settled on the Doyle Family Company. You think it sounds respectable? Solid but boring. I think it sounds solid but boring. Not as boring as your shitty movies. Nice. Okay, good. Can I click this now? I'm not able to click anything. Is there another pop-up waiting? Yes, apparently. Jesus. What is going on here? I can't click any of my stuff anymore. Okay. Maybe I'm crazy. I just have to let it go here. So this is the second run. 293,000. We had 33% occupancy. So I'm going to bring this down, I think maybe here, and here. Okay, everything else I don't want to pay for. Yes, we're good. Okay. We're getting danger close to like needing to release this for freaking Valentine's Day. So I want to be able to click the damn thing and I can't do it. I don't understand. None of these buttons work. I think I'm actually bugged. I can't even pause it. I can hit escape, but that's it. Shit. Like Gabriel Wachowski dying kind of screwed everything. I can't open this box. I can't click these buttons. None of these work. None of these work. None of these top buttons work. All I have is escape. So I'm going to reload an autosave. All right, so I had to go back to the beginning of October for the autosave. So I had to replay a few things. And some of the things turned out a little different. For example, Charlie is now an actress. We have Vivian, of course, that still has this perk, but she's going to expire, or this perk's going to expire for her in 164 days. I don't currently have her on a movie. I don't think I can release one in 164 days unless it's a really simple script. So I'm going to probably try to work on that. But like getting a female in a movie is only possible if there's a female character in the film. And all my scripts are just male only. It sucks. But also Charlie actually got it this time. It was a 50-50 chance, right? And it prompted it in early October. And so he actually has it now. So I have him in a movie instead. The Statue of No Liberty, which is currently in production right now. And then we still have Portal with Cleo in 10 days. Hopefully that's done in 10 days. Or 13 days, whatever. But hopefully that's done soon. And we can actually see it happen. So come on back for the next video where we will hopefully have that happen. And hopefully there are no issues where I can't click on anything again. Because so far I can click on things. It seems fine. But we're going to see that effects on Portal still. And then we have it for Charlie as well. With Drive is the script I had Vivian in before, right? Damsel in Distress. But the problem I have right now with Drive is that I have I'm producing too many things. All my sound stages are taken. So if I wanted to do this movie with her, I'd have to do it on location, which it takes longer. It's 154 days. So she would end up having the film would happen, but it would not be released while that perk is still active. I don't know how that affects it, but it would not be released while that's still active. So I need it to be much faster, and I can't get it to be faster unless these things are done. And then Portal is done in 7 days, then I can use B1. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe that will help, but it requires that to happen. It requires the Portal to actually be done. So in the script department, we have here, I can have writers write faster, or I can go and do something different. And I'm actually thinking, instead of 500 days for that, I'm going to go 500 days for this instead. No, I need more scripts. I need more scripts, specifically scripts with women in it. So I'm going to pump a whole bunch of money into this. Try to get that to go faster so that I can get scripts faster, because this writing process takes a long time to do. This time the script doctor worked for Out There, so that's pretty nice. But again, I have no sound stages available. So like I have to go on location for these things. And this is where having high quality locations will really help me out. When I can go ahead and get that stuff too. Getting more cinematographers on my payroll would probably be a really wise decision as well. And I think I'm just going to take Jay. I think I'm just going to get him. We got $32 million. So like just get this guy so we can use him for more things. I'm going to go 3 years with him, and I'm just going to make a ton of movies. And he likes on location work too, so it's fine. 240,000 is so much money for him though. Holy moly. Nope, we're gonna go 3 movies. So much money. Way more money. We're gonna no, that's fine. And then again, I need even more cinematographers just to keep scrolling through them. So like this guy loves sound stages. I'm gonna grab him. Portal. It's finally done. It's a 9.9. Oh boy. Here we go. Thanks, Cleo. Now I don't think we can actually release it as a 9.9, but yeah, she's at 8.8. I don't think we can actually do that, but we're gonna try. Okay. And we're going to see how much money we can make while doing so. Again, the target for this film is to release it at Valentine's Day. I want to bring that out at Valentine's Day if I can. So right here. Yep. Now, this is an action adventure comedy. It's not a romance movie, but I'm looking to hit that Valentine's Day because that's when people go out to the movies and you go out to dates and stuff, right? So even if it's not a romance movie, we could expect better stuff for that. A couple of things. So we've had obviously a change there, right? To where I can't get Vivian into a movie in time for her thing to kick in. I think if I did something like Out There, there's a lot of characters. If there's a lot of characters and a lot of locations, then it takes longer to shoot, right? So if we can find a film that doesn't take so long to shoot, then great. I have 2 sound stages available now, and if I was going to do maximum quality sound stages, right, it's going to be 81 days. That's not bad. We can maybe spend 81 days. If I go down to 2 stars here, it doesn't save me any time. So, okay, we're going to give them all the things. Okay, filming technology, we're good there. If I do this, it's 77 days. Now it's 81 again, back to 77 days for medium. I think I can probably swing medium props then. For the producer, let's go 9. Yep, we're going to get Herman in here, best possible. And then I have a soldier, which I have Wallace Turner as a star now, so I can get him on this, probably. Promising talent. He's disciplined. I like it. Doesn't step out of line, which means less likely to have problems. Now we have Vivian. 1 movie left. 137 days left in this. So if I can get her done and release that film in time, we can take advantage of that, hopefully. Evil Monster. Let's put... Wilbur on it, I think. He's a hopeless romantic. Ugh. Comedy, romance. Yeah, maybe not him. I mean, I can... Yeah, he's done Evil Monster before. Let's get Victor on it, I guess. He's going to bring some extra star power. So there's loads of people that'll probably want to watch this video, but the movie. But Out There, right, is a more simple script. It has simple locations, right? So 77 days. I'm counting on that holding because that means I could release it and still get advantage of that. Take advantage of that is what I'm hoping for. Okay. We have 1 more soundstage left over. This right here is the same thing we've already seen about they can't repeal the First Amendment on just a specific industry, so they're looking at seeing what they can discuss about that. I now have another soundstage. We're going to call this one B6. So we have 6 soundstages now and ready to go. So if I was to want to do... If I wanted to do Drive... Because Cleo's available again, right? So we can get Cleo in another movie. So I'm thinking cinematographer, good. Soundstage, good. And let's go ahead and just, yep, give them all the things. Yep. So this is a 109-day shoot, but that doesn't matter for Cleo. She's going to have her perks longer anyway. So Dewey's on this one with... He'll probably do Jasper, sure. Now, the cop... We'll make that Roberto. Damsel in Distress is going to be Cleo. She's good with Hopeless Romantic and drama. This is a drama. Perfect. She's been in lots of dramas. Yep. Rising Star is good. I want to make sure I'm not oversaturating his role. Yep. He's fine. Okay. Criminal 3. I think we just load people in here. So load. All these 5.0 actors. We'll just get them all in here. He's been in a criminal gang twice. But he was recently a cop. Maybe that's okay. He hasn't been in a drama in a while, but maybe I can get somebody different. You have been in a criminal gang too. Wilbur, I'll pop you in here instead. Okay. Again, Cleo's got that perk. We want to use that as much as possible in the next 466 days. And stamp. Okay. Now it's the waiting game because we got everybody in place. All the people are doing all their jobs, right? We've already seen this before. Ryan Doyle's a little mad that everything is, you know, legal now, so he can't make all the money. I'm going to tell him he's got a great name now. Strong on family values. I knew you'd like it. A blind man could see it. You're a man of morals and principles. Right. Sure. Okay, let's set up Dark Canyon again. We're going to want to get this going one more time. This was 494,000. It was 33% full. So I'm going to bring it down and give it maybe 2,000 showings here. And then let's go 1,300 there. And then maybe 800 here. And then we'll go real low, like 500 here. All right, Dark Canyon is getting its extension. We're up to $40 million now. Let's extend some contracts here. Our cinematographer that just got done working on Sherlock. And I think I'm just gonna pop you. I'm gonna pop you for 3 years. That's fine. You're a good guy and you're not that expensive. Like 3 years is six. Holy shit, dude. 6.6. 6,600 bucks for 3 years. You bet your ass I'm gonna make you exclusive. Elizabeth Wells is also ready for a contract extension. I really hope, if Dads, if you're still watching, I don't know if you guys are watching this series or not, but if you happen to be, I'm really, really hoping that you guys are paying attention to just how much time. This is my critique for the game, and I think a lot of people have this critique, right? I am currently spending a lot more time watching the game than I am playing it. Think about that. The transition screens, waiting for things to come in, all these values to come in and calculate, the transitions from one window to another, all of these things take longer than the actions I need to make on those windows, especially with negotiating. When I have like 25 people to work with, 30 people to work with, that's a lot of waiting around for transitions or waiting around for reading reviews, right? These transitions are great. They've done a great job on them, but they need to be able to be skippable. Just on an extra click of the mouse, make it completely done and show me this right here with everything displayed already, no transitions. It can't possibly be a loading screen, right? All this stuff, it's got to be just, there's no way you're loading that information while you're showing me this. That's my one critique for the game. It takes far too long for everything to do this. It needs to stop. Like, I can't click anything, I can't click anything, I can't click anything, I can't click anything, and now I can play again, right? Like, now I can't click anything, I gotta wait for this, can't do it, now I can hit continue, cool. And I'm going through all these things. I can skip these things, right? I don't care. I know everyone's gonna get experience. I know everyone's gonna level, some people are gonna level up. If there's anything I need to do, like a perk or something, then it's gonna show me that in a window anyway. So that would be my critique of it. Let me skip things with a click of a mouse. I think that would be much, much better as a user experience when you get to this level where you have this much stuff going on. So maybe that's felt by other people too. If that's how you feel too, leave me in the comments down below. Okay. This one involves rape. The script does. It's called Skit. Woodrow McBride, an adventure sheriff Wild West. Rape is a part of the script. With a corrupt official and a sheriff, and the antagonist is going to get punished. I have a joke for that, but I'm going to hold off on that. I think you know where I was going with that. Maybe some of you know where I was going with that. Anyway, so Franklin, you're going to do this one, and we have a soundstage for you, which I cannot click. Yeah, that's my other critique of the game, is that there's just certain bugs that need to be worked out in the UI. Like it not being able to click a soundstage, having these things completely hidden. You know, like this is the kind of stuff that I think at this stage in early access, that stuff should be ironed out far before adding new features and stuff. And balancing stuff, right? That kind of stuff should be fixed, I think. Because it's just a UI thing. Like it's right here, but I cannot click it. I cannot get this soundstage on the script, so I have to do this. Completely kill the project. Okay, what's this? Financial executive Victor McDonald. Seniority 7 years. Whoa. My contract is up, but I'd like to keep working. Can we sign a new contract for 6 years? 800 a month. Contract renewal. Wow, 800 a month. But you have 7-year seniority. You're so much better than the first guy. It's like the first guy who wanted 25 or whatever thousand a month. You're so much better than him. $800 for 6 years. It's gotta. No, this is $800 per month, right? It's this is a salary for 30, right? So it's not 800 for 6 years, but it's still great. I could extend his medical coverage and stuff and make this even better for me. I actually can't because it's too high of a percentage. If I do this one, it'll work. No, it won't. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll pay him the $800 a month. There you go. Because his seniority is just awesome. You got definitely some good perks there for that one. And this is Sherlock still. Hang on. I can't do this because I don't have enough editors. I really want access to more editors that are a reasonable skill and can be improved. It seems like everyone, like if this person here is, you know, if I could somehow poach her, that'd be great, but she also won't improve beyond 4.0. So like both of my editors are already 4.0. So it would be really nice to be able to have more editors available too, without having to have the second perk, right? Without having to go in and do this. It's silly that I can't find better editors without this perk, but like what if I was a boutique? Be kind of screwed. Wouldn't have that perk. Oh, here we go. Event participants. My striking image. Look at that. Yep. He's listening to the director and takes every criticism with He's not listening to the director. He's taking every criticism with hostility. The constant fighting is wearing everyone thin and slowing down production. I have something that'll make him a bit more accommodating. Where's the dirt? Where's the blackmail? I want to use the blackmail. I just need 65. So like, oh, it can't be more than 70%. Right. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to do this anyway. The whiskey costs more than 6,500 anyway. So it's better just to give him the money. Yeah. So I have to wait for the edit to be done on the Appleseed at least. Joe Green. Here he is. I love Christmas. It was on this day, December 25th, 1918, that my arm was blown off by a German grenade. If it hadn't been for that, I'd probably be talking to you today as a partner or a competitor. I was born to be a businessman. I take after my father and my grandfather. They both made a killing, but they always gave back more than they got. But it was there, in a French trench, in a frosty Christmas morning, that I truly found myself. And truly found Lord inside me. I realized when I was who I was meant to be. A one-armed man is no good at raking in money, but he can point the way. I agree with those protesters in Montgomery, you know. Maybe not with their loudmouth leaders, but with the ordinary people, sure. Their hearts are in the right place. Yes, I stood against the riots, but not because I think they're immoral. I just think they'll be ineffective. Congressmen, businessmen, preachers. I'm fortunate enough to call some of the best of them my friends. But even so, they are doomed to squabble and fuss. That is their nature. It is their role. The newspapers may call me a mediator or a man of compromise, but in truth, I'm just a little cricket on the hearth playing his fiddle. And when I finish this tune, I assure you everyone will be in agreement. That will be my gift to you, to the film industry, and to America. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Mr. Green. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. You're going to give me a gift, okay? I think maybe it's a gift. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not making those movies that they're protesting, so I'm making nice, wholesome comedies and romantic movies that are completely safe for the family to enjoy. That's what I'm making. Yes. Accept. And do it. Something for Richard gets released now. You know, there's some more money to be made here, limited edition. I think we can make a little bit more here. Maybe not the first week, but like I have extra theater spots in this little space. So I think I'm going to go like 185 screenings I'll pay for here. And then we'll just give this, it's a little bit of extra space. It doesn't really matter how many screenings we do here. Just a little extra bit. We'll let this run for a third month. That's fine for me. All right, Something for Richard's got a B- on the Kino Mark score. You see, again, I can't skip these things. So that's part of that criticism, is just like wanting to be able to move this along. I can't do anything until all of these reviews are done. And the more publications that start to look at these films, the longer this process takes. Like, my entire monologue has taken place right now without me being able to click. Yeah. Yeah, he felt like Gabriel Witkowski was the only one trying to take things seriously. It's too bad he died. Yeah, so this is Gabriel Witkowski's last film, and it's being released posthumously. Posthumous. I can never say that word. You know what I mean. He's being released after his death. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that will help sell the movie. I have no idea. I'm thinking like a heartless executive now. Okay, let's continue. And you see, we got 4 movies. Look, I got so many things in theaters that there's a +1 right here. Lovely. Out there. It's an 8.1 is where it's starting in pre-production. Super good. Get that production started. Get a dedicated, experienced security officer on board. And now that we have, are we using all of them? No, there's the one left. This one here actually is empty. So is this one. Let's get this one repaired. Get that one repaired while it's empty. And then this one's available. So let's get another movie going. We'll try... Swan Neck has a lot of characters. But it has a 9.9 artistic score. It's a lot of characters. We'll put Franklin on it. And then I can't click B5. Now it's gone. It is what it is. All right, Swan Neck, we have a soundstage selectable now. So we'll just go in, get all the stars on that. And filming tech, we're good there. Let's give it all the perks, all the wonderful things. And for our producer, we want to go as high as possible on all of the stuff because it's a 9.9 artistic film. We need somebody who's just really good at this stuff. I think it's okay to hire this director. His genres are drama and thriller. This is a drama, so I think it's time we hire Lewis, which we did before the crash before, so it's fine. Like, I was going to do this anyway, but I think I'm going to pay him a whole... I'm not going to pay him that much. I've decided I'm not paying him that much. 176 for 3 movies. Because, oh my gosh, that was a lot. 300 grand. All right, so we'll have that. And then I went through before and just hired a bunch of different people, but this time I'm going to hold off on that and just focus. Soldier. Soldier Bandit. Finkel's good. He's kind of establishing detective, though. Here's our new guy. Felix could be in this one. Criminal 1. Hopeless Romantic Night. I might have something for you later. Victor. You've been in a criminal gang once before, but not too much, so we'll get you in there. There's a lot of people in this film, right? So this is a very expensive movie because of how many people have to be used in this. We'll get you in there. Criminal 3. Sure. Criminal 4. Yes. Criminal 5. I'm starting to get lower in the numbers here. I'd really rather use you for somebody else or for something else. Yeah, I don't want to use you for this. Yep, we'll get you in there. You're on a timer anyway, and Laser's been in a criminal gang twice in a row already. I don't want to do that. We'll put Wallace in there instead. Yeah, it's only once. Okay. A whole lot of people are in this film. A lot of people to keep happy, but it looks like everybody's in a good mood, so I'm hoping for good things. It only takes 82 days to shoot it. Because there's not that many locations. Not that many, much setup for the sound stages and stuff. So that part's good. Yeah, we owe $3.8 million in taxes. I just had to pay my taxes today while I record this. It's tax day tomorrow. I paid my taxes. It is, it's always a sad day when that happens. I get reminded of just how much they're taking from me. Critical acclaim. Look at this. Like, that's some high high praise going on over here. Look at this. 5-star ratings. That's definitely not us. Is it? Or is it? Statue of No Liberty sounds like my film, but it's not. This is Gernstein Brothers. I have a film called The Statue of No Liberty. It's actually releasing. It's the one Charlie's in. So, I mean, these recycled names, right? And, yeah, we didn't get any of these. We didn't get any of... I mean, I got this. That's it. The Lost Twin is here. Number 8 in the box office. Gernstein Brothers. I need to put them in their place, man. They're ripping. I need to build myself up. Alejandro. Yep, we're gonna get one of those. All right. Yes, I would like to renew your contract for absolute peanuts. 900 a month, you say? Sure, 900 a month. Here you go. Enjoy. Crazy. All right. Now, he's finally established in something. Good. Comedy. All right. We can make that work there, Mr. Campbell. Anything else? Looks pretty good. You see the Statue of No Liberty right here. It's being worked on right now.